So yeah, there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? Come on, guys. But it's all down to this amazingly modeled, study level 3D cockpit that allows you to really fly the 737 in your own home.
Nevertheless, grave danger I fear in his training.
on the stream during the week. And I'll see you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
And we will certainly make some buttons with space special goodbye there, folks. See what happens. The sea is climbing all over the place. So we're not crashing it. Right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants to treat. Do you want to treat with the buttons? Do you want to treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the stage. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. Anthony too. See you next time.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another week. This time, as you probably saw from the title, I'm going to give the A310 a try out. Yes, I've flown it once only on the stream, and I should fly it more often, in all fairness, for a little bit of difference. So A310, folks, my second time flying it. I did have a quick look before I started the stream, so I didn't make an ass out of myself. But we're in the old school A310, folks. Welcome. I hope you're all having a good week, most importantly. I hope you're all getting through this month. It's a very depressing month for a lot of people, actually, because it's dull and dark and dreary and the weather's cold. It's quite cold now. It's minus something. Hey Siri, what temperature is it? Yeah, it doesn't work. It never works when you try to show off with Siri. So yes, it's about -2 here. Right. So yeah. So we're doing the A320. Producer buttons is kicked off because in the minute I start, I'm looking down at producer buttons here. The minute the minute I start the stream, right? Let me get the camera up here. The minute I start talking like this, she has adapted, as you all know, and every time, look. Oh, no, there's nothing on my hand to produce some buttons. There's nothing there to produce some buttons, but I do, actually, right? Because I'm cunning as well. I also adapt. I have a treat in my pocket. I have a treat in my pocket for producer buttons. And producer buttons, will you manage the sound and everything properly this time, please? Here's the treat that producer button's going to get. And there you go, producer buttons. Right, checklist. Controls are all good. Producer buttons fed. Producer buttons has been appeased, folks. Let's have a look outside and have a look at this Airbus. It's quite thick. It's a thick, I suppose that's why they call it wide body, is it? Do you know, I never really thought about it. It's a wide body jet. Okay, it's got 3 seats and 3 rows across the top. Nothing yet. There we go. There is the size comparison there. 300 odd people, I think it is. This is, I think, one of our boys, I'm guessing. We're in Istanbul. We're going from Istanbul to Athens. And pray I don't screw it up. I didn't last time. But you know, first time luck, folks. No one with us yet. But that's okay. You can join us on the North European server. If you're on the North European server, you go to Istanbul Airport, you'll see Grippersim and all the boys and girls there. So great. Sunny in Istanbul. This is live weather, not live time, however, because you won't be able to see anything at all. So we're in Istanbul. This is the Asobo Istanbul. And it's all good. We have with us at the moment G Cook Scotland. Hi, how are you? He said he just flew an A310 from Beijing to Tokyo. Went well. Oh, great, G Cook. You're flying along now, aren't you? G Cook Scotland. You're flying along. So you're probably a little bit ahead of me with regards to how to fly the A310. I have the Aer Lingus livery here for some reason. I have to get some more liveries. I downloaded the Lufthansa and the DHL, I think it was. So it looks pretty good, you know. It's very good. Who in builds is it? You can hear the fans rattling there. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay, good. We're the A3. I love the way just because they do that. They just sort of the ambient wind. They just spin a little bit, you know. Very highly detailed. I could say study level, you know, in a flight simulator. With a little dirt there from all the oil. I love that, you know. A little bit of dirt. See the streaks. I love it. Is that the livery that I bought? Probably. A little bit of dirt. Well done, whoever did the Aer Lingus livery and flightsim.to. You know, there is dirt. They're not spotlessly clean like the Asobo jets, but that's Asobo do that because they know in flightsim.to people are going to do mods. It's all about mods, isn't it? It's interesting because in X-Plane 11 it was all about the mods. It looked shit without the mods. Excuse my French. No, I'd be banned for that. There's someone taking off there. I'll be banned now for that. How long am I streaming for? 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be alright. Yeah, in X-Plane, it was all about the mods, the add-ons. Here, not so much, because the scenery's so cool anyway. Now it is all about the mods, 'cause it's all about, I suppose, it's all about the other jets you can get and all that kind of stuff and all the coolness that we all want. Okay, let's hop inside the car. Let's do our flight plan first, folks. Let's do our flight plan. Let's just get a nice view here. Let's declutter, because we've got more peeps coming on. And the gate just disconnected for some reason. Now I'm going to use Flight Sim to. This does not take long. Where's it gone now? Is it gone? Has it decided to leave me? Yeah. It's kind of opened it again. That's fabulous. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Simply, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright. We're sucking diesel now. We're sucking diesel. Okay. New flight. Let me get my pad out. It's very important. These little pads are great. Little small one, you know. Stick it on your knee. You can't find... it's very hard to find them. I looked for them for years. Small ones. I found in a little airfield in France. Do you know, a little airfield in France had them because they had some common cop. You know, these big A4 pads, nonsense, or even half that size. It's crazy. You want a tiny little envelope size one. Yes, new flight. Okay, so we're departing from Lima, Tango, Foxtrot, Mike. You don't have to fill in all the things here, you know. Lima, Golf, Alpha, Victor. Puts in your alternate, puts in your fuel, everything. A310. There we go. That'll do. I know you can be more complicated than that. That's fine. Reserve fuel. Now, I don't know if it gives you the fuel. I don't know. Because you log on to SimBrief from the aircraft, and that's it. That's all. I'm going to generate the flight. I'm going to write some things down. There you go. Up into the cloud, and you suck it into the airplane. Easy. Except for the departure and the arrival, of course. So I hope you're all doing well. Clappy D's with us on YouTube. Greetings, Clappy D, one of our honoured moderators. Very welcome, Clappy D. There's the route, nice and straight, reasonably. That'll do. And we're going back here for alternate. Okay. Okay, let's get our flight plan up here. I'll stick it in the comments for you, just in case. I'm going to put it on YouTube there. I'm going to put it into Twitch as well. G Cook Scotland says he's flown the A310 about 5 times. This way, my first trouble-free attempt. Great. I know, as you know, G Cook Scotland, that was my issue. You know, when I first started flying the Airbus. But this one, it's kind of similar to the modern Airbus, because that's where it's evolved from, isn't it? So let's write down my departure at least. The runway, I'm departing is 17 left, and I'm arriving into runway 21 right. The departure is India, Victor, Golf, Uniform, Sierra, 4, Golf. And the arrival is Oscar, Golf, Sierra, India, Lima, 1, Alpha. And the flight level. 36,000 feet. Flight level 360. That is all I need to write down there. Happy days. Very good, very nice. There you go. Let's hop to the cockpit. Let's get this baby switched on. So I'm going to go slow but steady. Okay, slow but steady. Let us first get some power on. Let's put the batteries on first. Now you're going to have to forgive me, because I'm going to look for... Where's that button? Where is it? There's the batteries there. 1 to 2, 1 to 3. We also... Do we have external power? Yeah, let's use the external power so the battery doesn't run down. Oh, all the fuel pumps have to be turned on. That's... while they're there, I'm going to switch them on anyway, if you don't mind. I'm not going to follow checklists, particularly today. We'll just keep it simple. Window heat, let's put that on. Let's get those windows nice and warm. I want the... I don't turn on too much stuff now until we get the APU started. APU! It's over here. Here it is. Here it is. APU. That's the APU bleed. Can we put on the APU? There it is here. APU on. APU bleed, we'll wait for that. So the APU is going to kick off now in a few minutes. Happy days. APU, oh no, hang on. APU master on. What was that for? APU bleed. Oh, that's off. Okay, leave that off. Okay. That was... Arm master. Oh, that's the emergency exit lights. Oh, you see, I told you. Here's the APU. Flick the master on. Hit the start button. And wait. It'll start kicking off now. Let's have a look inside and see if we can hear the APU. Mr. Rainbow Look Coffee is also with us. He says hi there. Brendan Beery's also with us. Brendan Beery says hi, Gripper. Title looks wrong. This isn't the Phoenix. Oh, shoot. I'll fix that. Thank you for telling me. How did I do that? Oh, yeah. Phoenix A3, you dummy. So I can change that. Edit. No, come on, let me edit. Let me change it. Edit video. You big idiot. Everyone's going to go, oh, look, the Phoenix have done an A310. Quick. Oh, no, he's a liar. You know. There we go. There we go. And now, when you refresh that, that'll be okay. Thank you for telling me. Is it inbuilds who made that? It doesn't matter. It comes with Microsoft anyway. Do you know what I mean? It comes with Microsoft anyway. I think it was inbuilds. I could be wrong though. No, that and your hands as well. But that's up to you by the hardware, right? But and they're only using one in X-Plane, and that was the visuals. There's no proper sound. Sound makes all the difference, doesn't it? And they have Microsoft and Sobo have mastered the sound, and we hailed them. We hailed Microsoft and Sobo. There it goes. Okay, that's all good. Right, so the APU started. Good. Okay, happy days. Now, I want to get my flight plan in. This is the thing that gets everyone confused. Also, I need to align the IRSs. I have it set at instant. So, it's here, 1.5. In the middle of the cockpit. And over here. There we go. And you're going to do another thing here in the computer here. So if I go to init, it says align IRS, right? Go to init. Well, it wasn't init, was it? Okay, I'll get it. Where? I thought it was init. Is it in reference? Flight plan? No, it wasn't in flight plan. I have to load my flight plan, folks. So init, I thought it would say here load flight plan. I'm a bit confused now. A bit displeased. Because I just tried this beforehand. And that is, no. Where are you? No. Should say here. Load flight plan. That's very displeasing. Why wouldn't it do it this time, though? Let's see if we're logged in. We're logged in here. Let's just start modes. Oh, that's start modes there. Oh, I have to select it here, maybe. No. I'll come across it here. Then I'll look at the comments. That's a bit of a pain in the neck. That is indeed a bit of a pain in the neck. Where are you to log on to the damn thing? That's very displeasing. What do you say, Clappy D? Oh, something went wrong with my stream there, did it? Am I gone? It's going to be one of those days, folks. Oh, that's okay. That's a bit. No, that's fine. The stream's fine. Okay, we're getting some help from G Cook Scotland. FMC menu. Am I just gone daft? FMC menu. Oh, we have to go to ACARS. Oh, I thought it just appeared. ACARS. Oh, there's SimBrief. Yeah, thanks. SimBrief. Oh, request SimBrief. Oh, right. I forgot that bit. Oh, it's the Align. I'm thinking of the Align or IRS. There you go. You're still on. I dropped for a sec. Thanks, Happy. There we go. So we're all good, right? Then, after that, then we hit the Align IRS. There we go. Okay. So, just to refresh, just for myself, really. When you start, you go into menu. You go into ACARS. You request from SimBrief. Then you come out into init. And you align the IRS. Okay. Yeah. Nav acquire upgrade. Great, okay. GPS. I'm just getting rid of the message in the bottom. Flight number 01. Thank you very much. Duco Scotland, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Happy days. Slappy D there is, what's that there? Amazon.co.uk. Ah, right. Okay, folks. I have G-Cook Scotland. You're brilliant. There they are now. They have them on Amazon now. But is it the small one? It does look like the small one. Yes, it is. A G-Cook Scotland put a little thing on Amazon there. It's $14.90. Brilliant. Because I looked for these on Amazon for years. Now, obviously not for a few years. I've got this about four years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. And I couldn't find it for years before. But G-Cook Scotland found it there on Amazon. So that's what that link is. So if you want a little NEPA, it's very, very handy. If you're a real poly, it's a must, and certainly for the sim, you know. Okay, let's get my train of thought. Thank you very much, G-Cook Scotland. That is very much appreciated. Nice one. Okay, let's put on a bit of background music here. Because it's just too quiet here for me. Now, if you don't like the music, let me know. Media. I need to get a proper kind of music thing here. I'm just using Windows Media Player. And let's go down to... Oh, let's go down to here. There we go. Nice subtle background music there to keep us all relaxed. These tense times. Okay, where am I? What am I doing? Okay, so we've done that. Okay, great. So init. Let's keep it staying init. Page 2. Don't forget there's another page. Wants to do our mass and balance. Let's do some mass and balance then. So, boom. Oh, put in the dry operating weight. Okay, great. And the payload there. Oh, you have to put in the passengers and the fuel as well. Okay, fair enough. We put in loads of passengers. We leave a few empty seats there for, you know, and fuel. Now that's another big question. How much fuel do you need? But I got to put on quite a bit of fuel there. Great. What's this live business? Plan live. Oh, this is live then. Okay. So, my weights are dry operating weight, 0 fuel weight. We want to put in block fuel. 19.6. Is that a dry operating weight payload? Yeah, does that make sense with the fuel there? 36, 41 tons there. Oh, I didn't apply it. Oh, it's applied to aircraft now, is it? No, it's not. Oh, maybe it is. Hang on. I'm just going to try this here. No, it doesn't do it like it does. Entry out of range. Okay, fine. Alright. I just did this a while ago. Shall look. Why won't you give me my dry payload? 0 fuel weight, 97.8. What's my block then? I thought I saw here I had my block. I'm probably in the wrong place. It should be here. No, that's for the departure. Oh, there's a CFG there. Okay, so dry operating 80.2. My block fuel is... I'm just... Let me know if I'm wrong here. Block fuel 41.2. There we go. Okay, that makes sense now. There we go. 41.8. Thank you. 41.8. Brain fart. 41.8. 0 fuel weight. See, it has it there easily. You'll notice I'm rounding it up. 97.8. 97.8. And there we go. 0 fuel CFG. It gives us, down the bottom here, 30.1. And trim is down 1. 30.1. 30.1. Boom. There you go. Entry out of range. That was from earlier. I'll get rid of him. Cruise flight level above max flight level. I'm too heavy, you see. Let's just go for heavy. It is flight sim after all. Great. Okay, so that's init done. Let's go to performance and get our V-speeds and whatnot here. Is it performance? I thought it was performance. Next page for our takeoff. We want our V speeds now. Take off and approach. Sorry, it's a different button for the Airbus. There we go. There we go. V1 and V rotate. V1 is... Go up here. Now we got to calculate this runway length. It doesn't seem to calculate it from the sim, so what I have to do... Does it appear to? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the plates, folks. And we are taking off runway 17 left, which is this one here. And as you can see here, it has it in meters. It's 4,100. Where are you? 4,100 meters. There it is, 4,100 meters. So 4,100 meters. Surface is dry. Runway heading. Well, it's 17, no? Okay, it's probably not exactly 17, but let's not worry about that. Wind is at the moment. I'm going to look up my phone. Do you know what I'm going to do? You can get these little cool handles for your iPads. And I must get my iPad involved in my setup, because I can have it, as you can see, to my left here, and when I do my setup I'll have it over here somewhere, maybe, you know. So I'm going to look at the real world weather for Istanbul. I'm using an app called Aero Weather. It's just it looks like a wind vane. Lima Tango Foxtrot Mike. Tango Foxtrot Mike. Istanbul. And the winds are at the moment 220-25. 220-25. There we go. Outside air temperature 16. I got that with the QNH. 1014, that's correct. Aircraft condition weight. I think it gives it to you here somewhere. Oh, come on. Come on, you just put it in. You know, we just put in the weight. I don't want to mess that up. The weight of the aircraft. I thought I saw it there earlier on. I put it down here somewhere. Come on, give me the weight, will you? I have to go back down here now. Gross weight, 139.6. Can I copy that? I have to write it down now. 139.566. 139 point. Can I write it in there? No. 139.6. I'm gonna up. There we go. Flaps are 15. Anti-ice is off. Air conditioning is on. Let's calculate that then. So flex is 58. V1 is 151, 155, 158. 158. 151, 155, and 158, but I don't know why it won't go in here. I don't know why it won't go for V2. Okay, I'm not too sure why that is. I'll keep an eye on the comments there. Good, so we're getting somewhere. Now, that's calculated. Flexed temp is 58. That is up here somewhere. Flex there. Is it that one? Oh no, I have to start some stuff up first, don't I? I have to start. Oh yeah, the APU now is on by now, right? Okay, so I got some power. We got to put on the generators now. Where's the APU gone? This needs to be back to when I was running the other one. APU. Okay. APU master's on. I need some power for it. What did I have to start up? APU bleed. APU bleed is over. Is it over here? I'm just trying to find out where it is now. Let's put the bell signs on while we're here. Come on. There. Where is it? Where is it? It's over here. It's in a very strange place, isn't it? I remember it was in a strange place. That's the standby compass. There's the APU bleed there. There we go. On. Yaw dampers and all these switches here. That's right. So we've got all the pitch trims here. Yaw dampers, ATIS. That's it. That's it. We needed these on. And there we get our autopilot stuff here. So we said 58. Flex temp. Hit that button there. Flex temp 58. I'll confirm that now. 58. Great. Okay. 58. Calculate. Okay, calculate that already. Now let's get our V-speeds all in, and that's it for there. I think the trim. Is down 1, down 0.1. That. So you see the trim wheel there. I love the way they've made the cockpit look kind of old, folks. See the way the white things are gone off there? I love that. That's great. So that's our flight plan. Not quite finished though, because we have to go in and do our departure here. Do our standard instant departure, and our standard instant departure is 17 right. 17 left, dummy. Page down. On next page. 17 left. Am I blind here? There it is, 17 left. And IVG I'm looking for, so I'm going to go down here. IVG Uniform Sierra 4 Golf. That's it, there it is, that's the one I want. Let's insert that one. And our arrival, of course. It looks like I have to scroll all the way down. Right, to the... I have to scroll all the way down to, here we go, Lima Golf after Victor for Athens. Boom. Standard instrument arrival. We're coming to runway 21 right. Yeah, page down. 21 right, please. ILS 21 right, boom. And Ogus, Oscar Golf Sierra. Oh, Oscar Golf Sierra 1 Lima Alpha. That's it. There we go. Insert that. That's our flight plan. Now, to confirm that, just like the other Airbus, really. Go to plan mode here. I'm going to go to 30 miles out though. And as you can see here, this flight plan. So I'm going to go up arrow, and it should. There we go. Just like in the Airbus A320. Boom, 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 boom. Looking for discontinuities. Anything that's not quite right there. Oh. Oh. Come on. Yeah, it just looks like a straight. Is that giving me much information there? Is that a brake? Looks like a brake to me. Let's have a look at flight plan again here. None like that. Let's just go down. Let's go takeoff arrival here. Oh, okay, let's go to approach here. I hit the takeoff arrival button here. Maybe that would be... Oh, that's for all the minimum descent altitudes. Okay, so it's not there. Flight plan. Let's go down to the bottom again and just make sure we have actually entered that in. That looks right to me. Okay, so maybe it's just what I'm looking at. Let's just see what we can do. Return. Let's go back to flight plan. Okay, we'll figure it out in the way. Could go badly. We don't know. That's that done. Altitude select. The transition altitude here, by the way, is like 13,000 feet. So what I'm going to do is just double check that. This area, 12,000 feet, excuse me. So transition is 12,000 feet. So our top altitude, we said we're cruising at 36,000 feet. Let's just plug that in. Right. Oh, you have to keep scrolling the wheel. What a pain in the neck. Is there a quicker way of doing that, I wonder? G Cook Scotland says, your flight plan looks good. I think it's just the go around that's confusing. Maybe that's it. Because I'm used to looking at something else now. Do you know? Now, it may not like 36,000 feet. Let's go to 32. Just for the moment, we can change it on the way up, okay? So I'm going to go to 32 because we've no control on it. We've no, should I say, air traffic control. I'm going to switch on the autopilots here. Is that on? One. Oh, we don't want that now. Okay. We want auto throttle though. That's our decision height for the way back in. Flight director on. Flight director on. Oh, let's have it here. Okay. I think that's it, folks. I think that's it. That's all we need to do. I'm not too sure how the autopilot's going to work. Do we have autopilot here on my... Interesting. It does have the wheel sim gear kind of working. That's it. Let's get pushback, folks. Let's get pushback. Pushback in here is up here, I think. No, is it down here? Nope. Is it here? There it is. So close all the doors, please. Get rid of the ground power unit. We don't need that anymore. Let's get starting engine number 2 now. So for engine number 2 start. Engine number 2 start. We are going to make sure we have A or B. Start number 2. Arm. Open. It's going to start kicking off N1 now, I hope. Or N2, sorry. There it is. N2. And we're going to introduce some fuel. Introducing some fuel for number 2. Now, at a certain point, you have to introduce it. I'm not too sure. I didn't look at the manual, but it works. The flight sim. There we go. I can hear it now. I can hear it kicking off. Is the music too loud? Let me know. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Great. So it looks like we're all good. Let's get the pushback beginning. Let's just have a look and see where we want to put the nose. Let's go back to map mode now and back to 15 miles out. We want the nose to the right as I see it here. Okay, so prepare for pushback and departure, please. Come on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this mostly uncomfortable and exhausting flight. We will be taking off shortly. We ask that you fasten your seatbelts and stow your loud babies in the overhead soundproof lockers. Those of you with large oversized ugly babies can stow them under your feet. We also ask that your seat and table ties are in your upright position for takeoff. Please ensure all personal electronic devices, including laptops,
also, I want to
implements are powered off. Smoking is prohibited throughout this flight, but we will serve large amount of alcohol to ensure that your intoxication levels are high. For these of you who are feeling uneasy, alcohol is provided to ensure your personal
there we go.
identification and celebration of arrival. Those of you who are mentally compromised will also be
Let's start up engine number
smoking e-cigarettes is mostly
1 now.
prohibited. This will make sense to us
Engine
for
number
some
1 is
reason.
up here.
Thank you for choosing Gripper Team for your flight, and we hope you enjoy this journey with us.
Good. There we go. It is kicking off. Introducing some fuel. That'll kick off. And we're going back nicely. I want the nose to the right. So we can taxi out of here, folks. So there we go. We've got the first section done. We started her up. And it's looking kind of good. I'd like some lightage up here. It's just a reading light I have on, but look, don't worry about that. Good, good, good. Very nice. Okay, I better start turning now. Before I end up in the grass. There we go. I want to end up with the yellow line here. Golden hour's coming up, folks. I want to get onto this taxiway here. I think that light's a little bit high, don't you think? Okay, let's stop the pushback. Engines are started, so we don't need the APU anymore. The APU can come off, master off. Let's switch the ignition back to off. There we go, we got the air conditioning back on. We don't need the APU bleed anymore. Where's the APU bleed? I've forgotten again. It's bizarre, isn't it? There it is, it's just a switch. There we go, APU bleed is off, we have power. And we're good to go, folks. We're good to begin. Now, when we take off, I'm hoping just to activate the autopilot. Now that should be pushed towards me. That should be pushed towards, and the speed should be pushed towards me. Auto throttle should be on. I don't know why the auto throttle isn't coming on. I didn't put on the yaw dampers. Did I put on the yaw dampers? Is the yaw dampers in this? I haven't seen any at all. We've got the heating on for the windows. I'm just looking along for the yaw dampers here. That is electrical. That's the fuel system. Oxygen, we need that for breathing purposes. Probe heat's on. I can't see the yaw dampers, folks. You know where the yaw damper is? Way back here somewhere? Can't see any yaw dampers here, folks. If you know where they are, let me know. Let me know. We're going to make mistakes, don't worry. There will be mistakes. I'd like to get some of that lighting off. It's a little bit too bright though, no? How about that? These lights here seem a bit bright, don't they? We do it in the cruise. Park and make off. Let's add some power. There's no detents in this one. Let's taxi. Let's get some lights on. Taxi light on. Strobe light onto auto. Beacon light should have been on. Runway turn off lights. Nav and logo, please. Put on the wing lights. And we leave the landing lights off, obviously. Good, good, good. And we're moving. Slowly but surely, folks. Okay, we're off. Is there anyone flying along with us? I'm going to hop out now once we get a straight run on the taxiway. Good. Tense. It's tense, folks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this mostly uncomfortable and on behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors above.
There's someone coming in there now. I love the way you can see the lights coming in. I love this. You know, in Heathrow, you can see a whole string of aircraft coming in, you know, it's fascinating.
When you are intoxicated, please refrain from opening emergency exits during your possible drunk exit during this flight. Should the
Now, when the shit hits the fan, right? It's always after takeoff because I don't know what's going to happen with the autopilots. You know, you might let me know, G-Cook, because it's been a while since I've been on this. So I was trying to activate auto throttle. I think it does it automatically. We want nav, not heading select. And all this down here, so I'm not too sure. I think it does it automatically. We're going to have quite a crosswind there on departure, which is going to be awkward. And the daylight is getting very low, but we're going to have to brighten it up on the way. Oh, very good. Let's just have a look at our checklist there. Ian Bevanton's with us, evening group recess, just got in from work. Tea and watch the flight. Oh, great, Ian. Welcome as always, Ian. Good to have you. It is Wednesday after all. It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the... Welcome to the middle of the week. Welcome to the middle of the week. I'm tagging up now. Should be tagging up. I'm going to come to a halt. Before we enter the runway, we're going to switch everything on. Lonely Reaper says, flight sim is draining my RAM. Oh, did you find out what's going on? Because it sounds like a real pain in the neck. I'm going to hold up here. Wait to see if there's anyone else with us. And we'll have an evening takeoff. Parking brake on. Let's have a look. Boom. No with us today. No with us today. Not for the moment anyway. There's a few down there. Who are these people down here? Who are these folks? Oh, they're miles away. Well, there's Istanbul airport, folks. That's a typical sunset for Istanbul, folks. There we go. I'm going to declutter now. Okay, let's get in the aircraft. I'm going to switch the view now for the after takeoff. If all goes well. Okay, let's get our transponders and all that kind of stuff on. Transponder is... Where are you? That's the weather radar. Doesn't work on flight sim yet. Where are you, transponder, please? I'm looking for 2000. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, transponder, TRR. I just went to TA there. Transponder's on as well with that. That's fine. The radio is fine. And we want the lights on as well. I know there's other stuff for this checklist. Oh, that's awkward. So to take off. Strobe comes on. I think engine comes on to continuous for takeoff and lots of other things, but let's just get that. Let's get rocking and rolling, shall we, folks? Parking brake off. Let's get the basics right, add a little bit of power. And we're going to go. This is where the shit hits the fan. I was at 2 frames per second, so I've dropped. Oh, Lonely Reaper. It's a pain. You'll have to restart flight sim. That happens to me sometimes, as you know, in approach. And I haven't got a chance to see if my fix will work for it yet. And the fix would be just to come out of the flight sim, disable multiplayer or online, and then come back in and come back out to the main menu and switch it on again. You know? So that's the story there. There we go. Happy days. Okay, let's set our flaps to flaps 1. Flaps set. We need to arm some stuff here. Can we arm the... oh yes, that's how that's done. That's armed, okay. The brakes, of course. Auto brakes. There's the auto brakes there. Onto max. Happy days. Anti-skid is on. And we're all good to go. Is there a takeoff config button for this Airbus? Seatbelts on, no smoking, light, okay, it's giving us no problems, okay, parking brakes off now, let's rock and roll, 50% of the power, here we go. That's steady, and off to flex, whatever that means. I don't know how to activate the flex. So on my controls, I'm going to go full power. Here we go. Forward on the stick a little bit. Water's very... Oh, that's the wind, you see. The wind is very, very sensitive. 80 knots now. 100 knots. 120. That's full power. They're very heavy though. V1, rotate. Very gently though. Come on, up we go. Jeez, there was them coming up. God, I hate the way it blows you off. There you go. Okay, coming up. That's the trim wheel going. Flaps up. Let's see if we can switch on the autopilot. Autopilot's on. Oh, what the hell? What the hell are you doing?
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Let's see what the autopilot does here.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Speed back. Okay. What's that? That was interesting. That was very interesting. I'm just going to change the daylight here, but I was a little bit too. There we go. Just so we can see what's going on here. So I'll be climbing as we should be, 240 knots roughly. This, I don't like the way it's looking here. Autothrottle should be on here, right? So we've got autopilot on, we've got auto throttle. Oh, we're on profile. See, I would have preferred to have that set before we took off, and I wasn't too sure how to do it. We got nav, we got our autopilot on now, so it should be okay. Don't sing. So now it's just this bit here. How do I activate that before I leave? And just click on the autopilot. So that's just a little thing. It's doing a crazy turn here now for some reason. But we get a nice view of the airport from the air, folks. There we are, folks. Let's just get rid of my face for eye candy purposes. There you go. So I'm hoping it's going to pick up the nav now. Please pick up the nav. So flaps up, gears up. I need you. Would you switch off that, please? And you as well. Oh no. These guys. Oh, we turn off lights or something. Oh, that's that noise. Now, is it going to go on to our... And I see no flight director. It should start leveling off now shortly. And then might have to go direct to FM 052. FM 052. There it is. I'm going to hit direct there. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, it's still turning. Direct to FM 52. This one. This one. Insert. Now we're stuck in diesel. It just... Yeah, that was odd. It couldn't reach the waypoint because it was it's outside the circle of the turn. Did you see that? So that's I didn't have. So just lesson learned. I was trying to activate these. I think I was the wrong ones. I didn't think of it properly, maybe. So you're gonna have auto throttle active, profile active, and nav active. VL, I'm not too sure. So let's see if it follows the vertical climbs and all that kind of stuff. The profiles. Oof, so we're on our way then. Let's disarm the brake here. Let's get rid of the auto brakes. They are disarmed here, I think. Maybe I should disarm the auto brake. So that's low, medium, high. Does it do it automatically? I don't think so. Not that feet now. Let's get the Q and H. Jeez, where's the Q and H, folks? Let's hit the B button here. 1013 once. Where's the next one? Q and H. 1013 twice. Let's just see it there. 1013 twice. So standard is set. there's our decision height for our landing. I'm just going to put 200 feet in there. So, I won't forget. We change that as we go. So on the Airbus A310, I'm thinking here, so it's when it's dashed, it's managed. Alright? Heading select, that doesn't matter now because we're on nav, not in heading select. That's fine. Vertical speed is fine. So that's interesting. Very nice, very good. Very well modelled, I think. You know? Let's have a look and see what the passengers think. Let's see what the wing flex looks like. You should get a few bumps as you always do in an airplane, no? Perhaps this window would give us a better view. There we go. That's a view you should be familiar with, folks. Oh, that wing flex is very subtle. I love it. It's very subtle. And that's what I wanted. That is you may not see it in your screen, but I can see it in my Big 4. It's just very gently wallowing. Let me zoom in for you. Just there, right? I've not seen that in flight sim before, and I didn't notice it the last time I flew this. Because I do notice some of the aircraft, the wing flex isn't the best, but so it can be done with the SDK then, because I think it's InBuilds who made this one. Do you know? That looks superb. Okay, Lonely Reaper, he's going to leave it for another day to join us. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a pain. Lonely Reaper, we all, you know yourself, I've had the same problem. I had to rebuild my whole machine. And that didn't fix the problem. I can't remember what it was. Something else that I discovered. But it's a pain when your sim doesn't work. Who else is with us? Clappy D says recorder. Yes, Clappy D, thank you very much. We are recording now. So we won't get the takeoff, unfortunately, Clappy D. I'm sorry about that. I was so involved trying to get this thing working. Ian Bevington, greetings. He said Ian Gripper just in from work. Oh, I read that. He's just in from work. Ray Quirk's with us. Istanbul. Istanbul, it's in the title there, Ray. Istanbul to Athens. We must be passing 10,000 feet now. Control space. We're way past 10,000 feet. Okay, so let's get those lights off. Retracted. Let's get the belts off. And let's announce the cruise. And release the passengers and all that kind of crack.
You may realize your safely belts and scramble around the
very nice.
We'll be passing out alcohol shortly. Please order more than just one drink at a time, as is customary. The toilets are also ready for you, while left is two now, so defecate is beyond us. Thank you.
Nice cockpit. Oh, it's got entertainment here. Can I press the buttons here? Don't. Oh no! Don't tell me to press the buttons. Oh, I can. Really? Or am I just imagining it? That's hilarious. There is our time to go, our speed and everything. That's interesting. That's very well done, isn't it? Very nice. So to get ready now for approaching it in a few minutes. So look at the comments there and finish the comments on YouTube. Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee's with us, folks. Also, start Bartfest, nav and profile. I don't know what that means. Do you want the profile? Let me know, Bartfast, let me know what you mean by that there and I'll help you out, alright? Jalspan is with us as well, Jalpino. Tried to join you, but my Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't have LTFM installed by default. Well, the runways are there, but the airport is not, so I decided to be our passenger instead. Jalapeno, maybe because I paid for it. No, that's an Asobo. Did I write that correctly? Let me just double check that for you, okay? Let's just let's go into the cockpit here. Alright. Control space. Let's just make sure. That could be the issue. I could have missed a typo. LTFM. LTFM. Let me double check the flight plan. Oh no. LTFM, yeah. LT, is it LI? LTFM, yeah, LTFM. LTFM, so what? I'll give you the flight plan here. It could be one I paid for, but it's Istanbul. No, that's a big airport. I put it in there for you, okay? What's in the chat there now? Let me know, Jalapeno, when that works for you. Lonely Reaper's with us as well. Copy D is here. Lima Golf Alpha Victor. Yeah, it's all right in the title, I think. No, it's all right in the title. I think it's one way in. We're going to go one way today. We're going to go one way today. I don't know how this works with the turnaround. I don't want to be in air trying to figure it out online, you know. It's just going to be one way today because it's a reasonably long flight. Let's see how long we've got to go. Let's see if we go to Prague here. Very distance. 267 to destination. 260 miles to destination. Jalapeno says nope, only runways are there. Rest is hills and picnic places and lots of ants. Well, I may have paid for that scenery then, Jalapeno, you know. I may have paid for it. What else do we need to do? We need to get ready for our approach. You know, and arrival and all that kind of stuff. Lots of stuff here. Fire handles, agents, fire loops, etc. Cargo, smoke testers. Not too sure about over here. This must be the air conditioning here, is it? But we're good. Now, what I'm going to be curious about is the actual landing. How am I going to descend, etc. Coming up in 32,000 feet now, folks. Let's get the camera back on. And get ready for our approach into Athens. Okay, so... Well, where are you? On what navograph? There we go. Let's get navograph open here. Let's pop outside and get some nice viewage here. We're just at our cruise now. Big monstrous aircraft, folks. Red Cap 82's with us. Greetings, Red Cap. Oh, you gotta buy it. It's just a farce in a couple of runways. No wonder no one was following along. I didn't realise that, folks. Sorry about that. But you can spawn on me. You know, you see me flying around there. But around, you can spawn on me. You know, just do a search for Gripper Sim if you're a friend. You got friend me on Microsoft Flight Simulator, not Xbox, but on Flight Simulator itself. Look up Gripper Sim. And just spawn on me. Yeah. It depends on what you're flying. Might be some difficulty. Okay, let's have a look at Athens here. Lima Golf. Alpha Victor. That's bizarre because that's Istanbul's a big airport. Did I choose the wrong one? Did I buy the wrong Istanbul? Is there two in Istanbul? Do you know? So we're going to approach into runway 21 right. Localize, please. Oh, cat through. Okay, not too bad. Transition altitude, 9,000 feet. Okay. Just like to write that down. Now, let's choose the bigger one. It's just going to have we don't have a choice here. We're C, 149 feet. Sorry, 438. Okay, let's take the 438. 438 feet. So it's 400. I'm going to write this 438. Or decision. And we want to join the glide slope at 3,000 feet. Frequency for the ILS 110.5. The ICAO identifier is India Echo Victor Romeo, which is here. The approach course is 212 degrees. That's good. Go around. Straight ahead to Sierra Alpha Tango VOR, intercept to follow the Romeo 212, start VOR 212 at D8. Intercept. God, it's very complicated, isn't it? Right, 4,000 feet. Okay, fine. We're going to go around today. You know. So that's all plate. Let's have a look and get this into the system. Now, a little bit different here. I hope I'm doing this right. I saw it here somewhere and I put 200 in it. There we are. So our decision height, we're going to round it up, is 438, so 450. Well, $450. So that's that done. Takeoff approach. Approach here. Not too sure. There's the MDA there. That's what we want. 450. Put in there as well. Put in the winds. Wind correction. I don't know if we put the wind in here or not. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to do full flap landing. We're on our way. Now, when do we descend is the thing. I don't know if it tells you here. Doesn't look like it. Is there a constraints button or anything like that? Oh, here's the decision right here as well. Oops. Oh. 450. This is that. 450. This is the upping. There you go. It's going to be one on each side, of course. No. Twisty, twisty, twisty. I do like the modern ones, actually. Well, do you know why? Because I know how to fly them a little bit better. 450 decision altitude. Anything else? I need the flight director. Ain't giving me nothing. Not off. On. There's the flight director now. We've got a flight director. I just didn't notice it there before. What's happened this one? Oh, do you know what it might be? No, on. So it's very messy. Now it's on. Right, there's the flight director for him. And the flight director for me. Oddly enough, it didn't work earlier on as far as I can recall. Now, to change the Q&H, you've got to twist stuff, which is a real pain in the neck. And of course, as always, someone commented on this there. They were very frustrated. I did a review of the Logitech stuff, and it's just shit. The link's gone, you know, and the drivers have been moved, and I'm not buying them again. Anything to do with Logitech, because they just keep moving links and stuff, and it's completely intermittent, you know, this Logitech stuff. They're not specialty. They don't specialise. Flight suit stuff. They just, I don't know where they bought. I don't know who made it. I can't remember. It was some company, and they just don't look after the software updates, so no one's going to buy it anymore because it's just a pain in the neck. So I can't wait. One day I'll be able to get rid of all that stuff and get some. Maybe someone will come out with some new stuff. But of course I do have. The honeycomb. But is that going to work for me? Let's just go to heading here and see if that works. Let's try the altitude there. I don't think it will. Altitude select. No, because I haven't got it activated. I'm not one for SPAD next. I'm not really one for SPAD next. So I've got to calculate when we got to come down, folks. Right. So I'm going to go to program here. And we're going to do manually first. So, I'm 3,000 feet too low. So where is the indication for my profile? The altitude. So it does tell me VDAF here. I'm just, see, I could be wrong. I could be thinking the other Airbus. How many miles to go? But I not see it in here. .204 nautical miles. Okay, so we're at 32,000 feet. We're at 32,000 feet. Right, so multiply that by 3, that's 96, isn't it? So at about 100 miles out, we got a descent. Right, so when I get to 100 miles out, I'm going to start my descent. 96 miles. Down to 3,000 feet. So now that we're at our altitude, I can put my altitude down to 3,000 feet. And then, as the Airbus A320, just push it in. Oh, I've got to... No! Don't descend now. I pressed the button by mistake. Towards me. There we go. So now I'm going to change that down to 3,000 feet. And all I should have to do is pull that towards me. VNAV, do I have VNAV active is the thing. Let's have a look and see what people are saying in the comments. Let's have a look. Not much bad weather around this part of the world, folks. It looks a bit messy with the old contrails there, folks, doesn't it? They can do better than that. I know they can do better than that. You know? Okay, let's have a look at the comments. Hugh Cook Scotland there on Twitch says, can you let's read this first. Oh yeah, that's not the entertainment system. No. No buttons. No producer buttons. She's asking for a treat. Shit, I said the word. I said the word. Let's see if I can get away with it. No. Valstorm says, you need to put in the ILS frequency course, Cripper. Yes, I'll do that now. Thank you, Valstorm. Thank you. Okay, let's do that then. Please, is that all I'm interested in? The ILS frequency is... where's the radio? Oh, of course, we've got the radio here. Very fancy. Where are you? Where's the nav radio? I don't want to be panicking doing this, do I? There's no rad nav here, is there? No radio nav. No. So plug it in. Where is the frequencies? That's VF. That's comms. No pictures of buttons. That's the ADF. Why can't I see the radio there? That's the ADF. That's comms. That's the transponder. It's the ECAM system. Mr. Rainbow says, Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee says, okay, don't worry. I came here to tell you all we're all counting on you. Why can't I see the radios, folks? Have I gone daft? Where's the radio for the Avcom? Or for the ILS frequency in the course? I'm running out of time. Oh, here it is. Here it is. What a weird place. It's just the middle. Interesting. Okay, so the frequency was 110.5. And there's the course. How handy is that? The course I said was 212. Don't have to keep twisting it down. Forever. We're twisting that forever, folks. That's a pain when you're in a rush. You know? I'm quite tired today as well. I don't know why. Just button's harassing me now. 212. 212 once, 212 twice. So there's the ILS in. Right, does we get an identification for the ILS? Do we have a flicky switchy thing for the ILS? There we go. ILS. Boom. Okay, it's activated, but I don't see a frequency in there. I know we won't get a signal. I didn't actually send that. Far out away. Yeah, it doesn't have it here, look. Distance 161. So you got 61 miles before we descend. There's the constraints button, there. Okay. Okay, yeah. There's the constraints button I said before. That's exactly the same as in the real Airbus. It's just a slightly different place. Anything else? 3,000 feet too low. Okay, but we'll live with that. We're a little bit heavy. And what it said earlier on, no. Use the buttons, no. I have to discipline buttons because you get very fat, won't you? Good dog. If you see the red there at the bottom of 260 here, and the overspeed, right? Then I get closer and closer, and you get into Coffin Corner. I won't make 30. I don't think I'll make 36,000 feet, so that's why I'm sticking down here at 32. It's just being Coffin Corner, pretty much otherwise, no. Very nice. It's just getting used to where everything is there. And when I saw this here, I was like, ah, that's exactly like the new Airbus. Do you know? Maybe I should have use the buttons, folks. Oh, sorry. Have you? Oh, yes. The camera's here. Just there. No. No. What else do we have to any messages here? Center tank feeding. Okay, fine. Right. Now I need to find. There's the ILS there. Oh, that's not it. Oh, where does one to? No. What is this? Oh, 148 miles to go. Okay, so this is where I'm looking here. Right. There's our cruise. We should be 36, but we're a little bit low. That's fine. So I've got 48 miles to go roughly before we descend. We're turning in. We've got another straight leg here to go. Let's zoom in a little bit. And I might get just a treat, folks. No? So just sitting here, fat, dumb, and happy now. Go towards the sun. Duke Cotton says on Twitch, you switch the nav throttle switch to ILS when closer to approach and add the iOS diamonds on the PFD to switch to the left the autopilot panel. ILS PFD. So I think I just did that, didn't I, G Cook? Which is here. No? So how do I activate approach? The approach mode. That's the thing. Is it the land button? Oh no. Is it this one here? Do you know, and do we have to activate approach mode in here? Land button, okay, that's, thank you. So when we want to get, okay, so it is the land button, great. Excellent, thank you. So they just changed it from land to approach in the modern one, cool. So we'll descend. When we descend, we'll push this in. Or push it in, yeah. It'll descend to 3,000 feet. Then we intercept the ILS, we'll hit the land button and it'll intercept the ILS and bring us down as far as we want, and then I'll take over manually. So that's all I have to do, besides the normal checklist. So I might give producer buttons a treat. You want to treat producer buttons? Is that what you're looking for? Do you want to treat? You want to treat? You're supposed to bark and jump around the place with excitement. I'll have to, because she's going to drive me demented. She's going to drive me demented. Okay, producer buttons, you're going to get a treat. Okay? She knows. She knows what she's doing. You don't normally get a treat this time. Oh, here we go now, producer buttons. You don't normally get a treat now. Maybe I'll change my mind. Okay, I'll get your treat. Watch how she shepherds me out the door. She's shepherding me outside the door. Camera. Oh, I forgot. Watch. This way. What if I go down here? What if I go back and sit down? Well, I got this way. Okay, come on. Must be the weather. Making me tired. No, it shouldn't be. Now, producer buttons. Let me just get the camera for you. So you can see the joys of producer buttons getting a treat. It's one of these ones this time. It's a smaller button. Oh, there you go, producer buttons. It's very funny. Okay, so where are we? Oh god, where are we now? Probably over the airport now. Yes, so there's probably somewhere else I can check on how many miles I've got to go, alright? So what I'm doing is going to prog mode, and my eyes are hunting for it. Okay, we're coming down to it now. We're going to have to start descending soon. So 120 miles out. So we wait till this is interesting. This is the VDEF. I'm guessing is this how high or low we are. We're too low. So now it's coming down for the descent. So I can probably start descending now any second. So it's getting shorter and shorter now. So how many miles out are we now? 118. So I was a little bit off, but look, what can you do? Let's get the buttons calm. Let's get the camera back to... Oh, we leave it there. For entertainment there, folks. 800 feet. So let's activate the descent, shall we? Push it in. Boom. It's not descending. Push it in. No, why aren't we descending, folks? Do I have to hit level change or something? So now we should be descending for sure. Maybe it's waiting for us to... What's happening? I want to descend to 3,000 feet, please. Any ideas there, Chica? Land button. Oh, you hit the land button. As well. It's not descending. Nothing's happening. Descending, folks. Anyone know? If you fly with the Airbus throttle, you will enjoy the A310. Enjoy the A310. That was from Rags. If you fly it with the Airbus throttle, you will enjoy the A310. Yes. Now we're not descending, and I don't know why. Level change, maybe. Maybe it's level change. So we're going to be a little bit high off profile. We're 1,800 feet. So what I'm going to do? Are we making headway? Oh, we're making headway. We'll be fine. So I think we have to hit level change there in that case, no? Looks like that's what happens there. Now I just start realizing, did we put in? I'm going to go to init mode here. We've no index in here, so we put in 50. Oh, I should put a cost index in there. So we're on our way down, folks. We're on our way down. I'm just going to clear up the cameras here for some eye candy purposes. Okay. So we're on our way down. So I'm thinking there, G Cook Scotland says, I usually switch profile off, then start the descent. Yeah, I just hit level change. You know? I don't really know what that's for in the Airbus, the other one. I don't know much about it. But I just thought maybe that would do the job. Now, there's a problem here. I'll tell you straight away, because the nose is pointing down. That ain't right. I can tell you that straight away. Let's hit the profile again and see what happens. The nose shouldn't be below the horizon in a jet. Let's see if it just levels off or what happens. Are we on our frog button here again? Yeah, we're going to be too low, you see, because we're bombing down like a lunatic. It's coming off there now. Is it though? Yeah. No, it's still descending. Still descending. So I don't know. I don't know why that did like that. I don't think there's anyone. Oh, there'll be lots of retarded people around too, as long as these aircraft are in the new world, folks. Do you know? So interesting. Now it's following the profile. You switch profile off and then start to descend. Okay, interesting. I was thinking about that now. It's not a million miles off the real Airbus though, is it? You know, it's not a million miles away. It's not completely alien. You know, like the more I look around, the more I see things like here earlier on. I sit here, it looks very, you know, familiar. This here, it's obviously the indication. Let's see if I put the air brake out here. Indication. No. Put it back. It's only 9:10 now off. We have 84 miles to go. So 10,000 feet, I'm going to start getting ready. Memo, TAT in icing range. Interesting, centre Atlantic feeling. So have we got any clouds? No. No moisture, no icing. Reservoirs. For the hydraulics, interesting. Those are for blue, green and yellow hydraulics. That's interesting. I just switched the dome light off there. That's that big light there. That's that big light there. More atmospheric. Let's get that even time going, folks. Let's go with the golden hour. Is there anyone that following along with us? Possibly not. Seeing as I took off. Now that I've done it now, I've done this before to you in Istanbul. And there's nothing there. Don't get any wings wobble here. Nice still air, folks. Hey, look at the front of the aircraft there. You see the rivets there? The stringers? And the monocoque construction there. See the rivets over here? Very well detailed. I wonder our inbuilds actually making any more stuff. Look them up. Do that. I'm plenty of time to go. Are we on profile now? You're pretty much in profile there, 200 feet. Let's argue about that. I'm happy with that. Fuel prediction. Okay, it's all your fuel stuff. There is an ILS here. Let's have a look at Navigaph. Sorry, not an ILS, I mean a VOR. Sierra Alpha Tango. 109.6, I think it is. Yeah, 109.6. Let's put that in. 109. What would that be? Really? Okay, what that is. We're going very slow though. You know? What do you guys prefer? Let me know. Do you prefer? Are you happy to see the Airbus A310? Or would you prefer the actual A320? Here we go. Jalpino says, level change means idle descent, pitching for selected speed. He also says, in the 77 level change is a manual mode. It won't adhere to the profile. It just goes where you tell it to. How fast you tell it to. Okay, cool. That has... Now, I've learned something new, Jalpino. Thank you. So level change is manual. It'll just pitch for speed, will it? It just goes where you want. Oh, okay, and then you have to tell it how fast. Okay. Okay. I don't think this has been updated for a while, though. But it came free with the sim, didn't it? Got our flight director. That's this is the next waypoint here. How's the wireless frequency again? Are the guns with us, folks? Let's up spin around here. We got some tags here. Red Cap's with us. Red Cap, greetings. And Ghost Rider, and the gun, and John C. And there's someone down there, I can't see your tag though. That might be traffic. You see the rivets there? Look at that. How cool is that? It's if you were to ask me now which do I prefer, the A310 or the A320? I prefer the A320. Primarily because I'm much more fluent with it. You know? What's the next Airbus coming out? That's what I'd like to know. Now I know there's an Airbus A330. But it's not really modelled, I don't think. It's just the airframe. Although there's not a lot of difference between them, the modern ones. With regards to what aircraft I like to fly, Ian Bevan says, I don't mind which you fly. I enjoy watching how the flight is managed by you doing the flight. Oh, cool. Brendan Beery says, Phoenix is my favourite. Something about that airplane is just a cut above the rest. Well, it is a cut above the rest, Brendan, you know. It is most certainly a cut above the rest, and it's hopefully we'll see more, you know, we'll see more aircraft coming out. We'll see more aircraft coming out to that kind of level. Same to PMDG, do you know? But I think I should concentrate on the Airbus because you know, and then when I'm an expert at the Airbus, when I get the time to extend my knowledge or expand my knowledge to the Airbuses and then get onto 737s. But I'll do them from time to time like I'm doing here today. So I'm just hoping everything's... I hope the computer says yes. I hope the computer is working. More than likely this will be a manual landing. So I haven't done something. Tact mode. I don't know what tact mode is. Init is fine. Mode. It's direct. Like that. Can you do a hold here in Cara, for example? Yes, you can, just like the old one. Okay, great. Via, oh, very nice. Via Airways, that's got to be on the new one. Takeoff arrival, let's have a look at the arrival again. Approach, config. Don't know what that is particularly. That's the speeds there. We have the speeds here for the flaps. That could be A320, no. The approach 149, MDA 450, great. We are going very slow though. It's way slow. Now we're coming down to that 1,000 feet anyway. Do you know? QNH and our destination, does it have here in the weather? Update matter. QNH 1015. B4 16, wind from 16 knots from 170. Okay, that looks good because we're coming into runway. Oh no, it's 21 we're coming into 170, so we're gonna have a crosswind, folks. We're gonna have a crosswind, and Microsoft doesn't work very well with crosswinds, and I don't like that. 1015, folks. So we're going to get ready for 1015. Transition altitude is 9,000 feet. So 9,000 feet. So 10,000 feet, I'm going to put the landing lights on and secure the passengers, so to speak. I'm going to put in the QNH on standby here of 1015, isn't it? 1015. No, I don't want 1015 on standby. Oh, put it into all of them, look. Yeah, 1013 it is. And there's a 10,000 feet coming up now. Let's get some landing lights on. Do that now. And we will release the passengers, so to speak. Or imprison them. And we start our descent. We'll let them know we're coming in. Yep. We've got rock here. 25 miles to go. Okay, 20 miles to go. As you know, is when I shut up and concentrate. It may be a visual, because I can't see the runway's 21. We're coming into runway 21, right? That's over here. So I don't see an approach here. I don't see, you know, like I would, what I'm used to in the Airbus. So has it programmed it in? Can I program it in now? Let's go around. 2-1 right. Okay, it's in there. Let's go for insert. That's fine. Insert. Bugger, I fucked it up. I'm trying to fix it. No, I've screwed it up. I screwed it up. Oh no. Has it gone to heading mode? Panic stations, folks. Okay, here's where things go wrong. Booker. Okay, so flight plan. It's so much easier than the other one. Golf. Victor. Boom. Let me in there. Bugger. Effect it up. Let's go direct towards the airport anyway. Okay. Give me a star. Insert. It's already there. No, it goes away again. Bugger, it's going to be a visual approach now. I don't know how to fix it. It's going to be a visual approach, folks. Oh well. D. Cook Scott says prefer to see multiple airliners. Okay, so we're going to do visual approach. 5,000 feet here now, and we have... You see, it's very easy to get used to one aircraft, you know that. I have to learn it all over again, you see. Which saddens me. 15 miles to go only. And we're at 5,000 feet. It's got to be here. Let's have a look at it. Maybe press ILS approach again. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, maybe. It's not working. Lonely Ripper says, I apologise for not being very vocal today. That's okay. You just relax, Lonely Ripper. Maybe press ILS approach again. It has it up here. Right. Select. We want runway 21 right. And it's 21 right. And we want Oh no, I messed that up. I think I know what I did now. I know. Oh, there it is. Insert. There we got it back. Okay, we got it back now. So now we can go direct. See, it just has it straight in there. I don't know. Let's go straight into GLAV. No, so I'm too close now to it. F121. Direct. F121. Insert. That will get us back somehow. I'll turn around now. I've stuffed it up. Well, it just seems to end here. It just ends there, and I don't know where EGN is. Do you know what I mean? So let's go direct to... There's the runway there, okay. There's the runway there, sorry. That's the go around, bloody hell. So I'm turning around here, back in here. Where's my ILS? 8.5 miles away, okay. That might fix it. I prefer the Airbus. Bring on the A330s and the A380s. Old school. They don't fly these anymore anywhere, do they? No, I don't think so. So, we still have time to get ready. We're going to come out a good bit, so it looks like we're going to get our 10 miles. Now, on the A320, I could just see what's going to happen here is that's a big turn there. That's going to screw us up, right? I put another waypoint just here, so we have a gentle turn, but I don't know how to do it in this one. They're probably the same, I just make up grip and all that kind of stuff. But I don't have time for that now. Today. You gotta specialise, don't you, folks? You know? Let's see, one bit, I can't see things. You gotta specialise, you know? Okay, how far are we at now? We are 6.4. It's going to increase, so I'm going to put flaps 10 out now. Sorry, flaps. Is it actually give us degrees? There. Does it give us the degrees? No. That's just the slats and the flaps 15. Okay. There's the runway there. See, it's a tight turn I have to make. I put flaps 2 now, and I'll lower the gear. Make that tight turn. Now, we are now 7 miles out. Now, how do I get to intercept? Right. Gears down. No, it ain't. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now it's down. Nicholas here. Recorder spy. Next stage of flaps coming in. 8.1 miles to go. 9 miles to go. We're good. Now you see that turn? You got to go all the way back over here now to get on the glide slope. So it's going to be an interesting one. Let's see if it catches. I can take over myself. No big deal. Land button still all good. The autopilots haven't disconnected. That doesn't look so good. That's not a good. That's not a good entry. No, I don't like that. Let's take the autopilot off. Let's do manual, folks. It's all nonsense. I'm going to get my seat in position proper here. Yes, I know the autopilot's off. No, I don't want that. Stop that alarm. Oh, the autopilot isn't. Oh, I switched it back on again. I want to stop that damn noise. Enough. Go to full flaps now. I'll switch off the alarm. Oh, here it is. Here's the button. There we go. A bit high. I'm taking off the throttle as well. Auto throttle is coming off. Auto throttle, come off, please. Would you stop going on? I'm going to silence it. We'll get down, don't worry. Oh, now we're overspeeding. Okay. Let's do a right hand roll, shall we? Keep the damn thing level. Anyone know how to switch off the alarm there on a manual with the autopilot? Really quite annoying. I know my TV wants to control. It's in there. Trim it. There we go. Let's check those flaps back up. And we're climbing. Didn't want to climb either. The throttle is still on. That is why we're overspeeding. Anyone knows how to stop those alarms, I would be very grateful. That's me trimming. Manual throttle. Let's have a look at the shot. See if oh, it's under here. Look. Let's get this thing stable. There's another alarm kicking off there. So we're gonna shut up, folks. Gotta be a little bit ahead. Cancel the alarm button. This is 6 yanking, folks. So you have to go a good bit higher.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
60 knots.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Glide slow. Glide slow.
It's getting bumpy around these hills, folks. That is driving me up the wall. How do I stop that damn noise? That alarm sounds like buttons had a nasty treat. I can't see an alarm. Button on control yoke as per Google. So I've activated the autopilot now and I've disactivated it. It keeps going off and I've disactivated the alarm. The autopilot. It's quite annoying. Let's get down to 3 destination. Get it down to 2.5 here. So we're definitely going to hit underneath the glide slope. The command off there maybe. Press the red button on the yoke in the cockpit. Oh, thank you. Who is that? Valstor, thank you. That was driving us all demented. Wasn't it? 2-1 right. Now, let's activate the land, I think. And the auto throttle. Let's see what it does. If it does anything odd, I'm taking over. So it's going to turn right now. Maybe not the best intercept angle. You know, but let's see if it intercepts it. Not obliged me. It's going to turning right now. Should start now. No. Get off autopilot. Get off. And get off auto throttle, please. Go away. The engine's a little bit spooled up, just a little bit, because I need it. I think about 160 will be okay. I'm going to get on it. Dash us. Gears down. It's down. See the landing lights, great. No, it's too slow. It's too slow. It's a good one for those engines, but if I need to keep an eye on the power of the engines here, it's at 70% almost. We don't need that. Shove it up. Now, have I got my camera on for the throttles? Yes, I have. So now we're on it. Keep it above 140. Let's go to 65% of the engines there. Let's just keep that power up. This is a big bus. Let's get that 800 feet a minute. Please. Oh, let's add a few knots to the Wi-Fi kits then in that case. It's quite bumpy. Oh, I've got lots of power on here, nothing's happening. Power on there. Very slow. There we go. I think this last week was at the 90s or early 2000s. There's a little bit of power back to about 70%. There's always a setting in the power for these we're approaching. 75 maybe. 70. The sim is very smooth. Lately, I have to say. Auto brakes. Brakes are on. Let's see the spoilers. I'd like with that much. That really messed me up, didn't it? Just that little having to move my head all the way down. But we're okay.
300.
Takes us a long while to get in here, folks, isn't it? Speed is getting a bit slow. I've got 80% and increasing now. I'd love to have a wind arrow. Oh, we got knocked around there a little bit, folks. The wind must be coming from the left.
100.
Continue landing. Didn't tell me my minimums, but what are you going to do?
50.
A little bit high, not concerned.
30. 30.
I don't know how high I'm off the ground to this one. There we go.
10. 5.
Jeez. Come on, get down. There we go. Oh yeah, it's a bit of a crosswind there. Can't control it from the ground particularly. Centre line, please. There we go. Well, let's go to the gate. Very hard to control once those wheels touch down. Because it's a bigger airplane, it's not as responsive as the Airbus, though. The smaller one, the A320, is it? Retard, retard. Yes. Welcome to Athens. You barely made it alive, folks. It's old school. Old school. Lots of stuff wasn't done that I don't know about. No, it's not the Felix MK. This is the A320 from that came out with Microsoft Flight Sim. And I thought I'd give it a lash today. I messed up the approach there with the autopilot. I screwed it up somehow. But it's just, you know, like all the airplanes, it's not just, you can't just, and there's a lot of stuff you got to find out about it, you know. A lot of reading involved, a lot of research. Is what's needed there, you know. Let's get this landing lights off. Decals off. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where my eyes don't know where to go, and I'm gonna hit into the side of the taxiway. Where are you? Where are you? Where is it? Where is it? Show me the 12,000. There it is there. Stand by. Right. This is another payware. Athens. It's quite big, yes, it is very big. I did notice, and I know about this, is that the engines do take a good while to spool up. You'll notice when you fly this, if you get slow and you have the power all the way back, and you add power, oh god, I want to increase speed, it's not going to increase speed for ages. So I wanted to keep up the engines, I wanted to keep the engines spooled up, Because I would have, it was at 140 there at one point and decreasing, you know. So luckily I had some power on. Look at all these people floating around. Ooh, Athens looks very good, doesn't it? So, oddly enough, the wind is blowing the nose to the right all the time. Do you know? So that's not my pedals. That's just the wind blowing the tail and the nose going to the right. Oh, I love the way you cross the road there. Let's go into this one here. We'll have a quick look around this Athens, and then we'll park it up. We'll have a look at the replay. I can see inside the building as I taxi up. I love that. You can kind of see past the windows. That's a must now in sceneries, isn't it? That's certainly a must. I need to go on. Okay, park it back on. Let's have a quick look around. Yeah, the spiders are still up. But I thought I just saw this. I didn't disarm the spiders there. Auto brakes. There we go. That's what happens when you don't stop. Do your checks. Oh yeah, the Phoenix was in the title. I refreshed that though. Let me check that, because that's going to confuse the hell out of everybody. Let's just make sure that that is actually the case. Yeah, it does. It did say, you've been watching for a while. Thank you. It did say Phoenix, and I fixed that there. So when you look at the video again, you won't see the Phoenix. And I'm sorry for confusing you. My apologies, because you probably all think the Phoenix came out with an A320. Look, I saw these shadows as I was pulling up, and this is what I love about these airports. You know, you can see people moving around and stuff. I love that when you pull up at the gate. And I remember saying this years ago at X-Plane, if they just had shadows, do you know, I said they don't need to have all the interiors and all that stuff, just have the shadows. See them all moving around there. I think that's really cool, and you can see that from the cockpit. I could see here, see the shadow of the head there, you know, and the moving slightly. I think that's really cool. So they obviously have that all over here. It's a very detailed airport. I'm not getting any frame hits at all. Welcome to Athens, folks. Do they have anything in the tower? Not that it matters. No. But that at the gates there is absolutely stunning. Iceport for all, greetings. He said it's not the A320. No, it's not. I thought I'd throw myself out a little bit there and take a risk with the air. It's something I don't really know very well anymore. Well, I don't really know it that well. There's the interior there. Happy days, Rob. Oh, look. She's obviously... Oh, look at this. He looks very upset. Right? He's... And she's obviously with him. Not for long, because she's very interested in this girl here. Do you know? He's like, oh no. Yeah, okay, let's have a look at the replay. Let's have a look at the replay, folks. Sorry about the title, I can't apologise enough. Let's have a look at the replay. Let's get the replay going. All Greek to me says Valstrom. We'll be back tomorrow with the A320. Stop recording. Replay. Pause, replay. I'm just... Whoop. Now, I'm going to look at the wing flex here. I'm just going to brighten up the day, folks, because you won't see anything if I land like this. So I'm going to brighten it up just a little bit. That'll do. And resume replay. And let's check out that wing flex. I've got a turn in here. It was very slow approach, wasn't a very good approach at all. I was fighting with the car, wasn't I, a little bit? Now let's have a look at that room. I'll zoom in a little bit more. Oh, the battery's turned off for the lamp. Xbox controller. That's good. I have a spare one here. Quite tricky. It's quite tricky without the intercepting the ILS there for me. Let's get rid of some cameras here. I think the best use of the wing flex is a passenger. We'll do that on the way in. I just want to leave the camera still so you can see if there's any wing flex. We've got a few bumps on the way in, I'm pretty sure. There we go. But I did notice the wing flex is very good. Learn you versus Gripper, you may have misspelled Istanbul. You've changed it for an M. Oh. It doesn't matter. It is funny. I really messed up the title today, didn't I? What is the spelling? Hey Siri, spell Istanbul. I-S-T. Oh, it's N. Oh, wow. Yes. Yeah. Istanbul. I fixed it, folks. Oh. We got off into the end. Look at that high nose altitude, and I knew there was something very wrong there. See that? So it was adding power, and it was taking ages to spool up. That's like select stall, isn't it? That's not 3 degrees at all. What's it say in the cockpit? What's it say in the cockpit there? Yeah, 5 degrees. Give me the A320 any day. Oh, where's those pumps, folks? We're waiting for those pumps. Huh? Jenna King says she's interested in this girl gripper. It's 2023, we're not allowed to assume gender. It's just 2 genders. I'm not having any of that. It's 2 genders, that's the way the world works in all species, except for... I know they're going, there's only a small bush to keep it going like this. Oisk, greetings! Instead, we're wondering where Istanbul is. Yeah, I get you. I messed up there. In-car, John C is with us. No, folks. In-car C is with us. He said he managed to land the 747. It wasn't pretty. I needed the whole runway. Hey ho. Yeah, it's tricky. Look at the nose, high nose. I think I don't know the speed. That's what's happened here. And I was too slow. Too floaty. There's my adjustments there, going, oh shit, on the way in. We want to pay attention to the wing flex. So this wing flex is good. I think it's spin bills about this. I'm not showing you the runway for obvious reasons. But you can see the markers. A little bit past the markers there. It looks like it's going very slowly. It probably is. Fighting to get onto the centre line. No, the reflex is not good. Now, I'm not going to blame inbuilds for that. Do you know what I'm going to do? Right, I'm going to rewind that. I'm going to rewind that. And switch off. I'm going to switch off. Where is it gone now? I'm going to switch off FS Realistic here. Okay? We're going to have a look at that again. I think FS Realistic doesn't do a great. They mess up the wing flex. Do you know? So bear with me. Okay, look at that wing flex there, even as I move the airplane. Right now, resume wing flex. See, FS Realistic, it's not head shake. It wobbles the whole airplane. And it messes up your wing flex. No, I'm wrong. Okay. Okay. This looks a bit stuttery, to be honest with you. You know? Let's have a look and see what it was like for passengers. Let's hop in the cockpit here. Let's go to window view here. And let's have a look from the passenger side. You see when it moves there like that, it looks really good. Subtlety. When it actually touches down, it isn't the best. Not too sure about this livery actually, because it looks a bit shit along the wing here, doesn't it? But look at the end there, the wing flex. Just there. That looks absolutely fantastic. You need to know the wind's coming in, really. I'll be happy tomorrow now with the A320. I'll be back at home. We did have some wins for sure. Look at the wing flex there, that's very good. Looks better from inside. See the whole airplane shutters up. The wing flex is brilliant. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic, folks. Really. So I think that's inbuilt, so keep an eye for them. Keep an eye for inbuilds, folks. So tomorrow I'm back at the A320. Yep. Back in the A320. Let's put the camera back on and thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for watching. No followers today. Who's on? Yeah. No followers. What a shame. I think it's information people want, really, isn't it? So I need to learn more on the A320. Thanks for the stream, says G Cook. Thank you, G Cook. Thank you, Lonely Reaper. Thank you, Johnny F, MK as well. Icebird for all. Sorry for messing up the title there. It's all fixed now. Johnny F and everybody there that's on. I can't mention all of you. Icebird for all was there for quite a bit. Return to airline spot 1 to 3. I missed all your comments there, Icebird. Yeah, I using the toggle button for approach maybe not the best idea. Maybe did I hit the toggle button there at some point? Maybe. God knows what was going on there. So Icebird, if you're on there when I'm flying the A320, I need to learn more now. The A320. He says inbuilds did really good videos on YouTube for you guys. Who wants to do right for you? Yes, they did actually. I have to look at those. So I think the best thing to do is just at least get the approach sorted out with this one. You know, just get that. It's not hard. It can't be hard. And do all the checks and whatnot. Well, there you go, folks. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Valstorm as well. Cheddar Key, Clappy D, thank you very much. Regs, thanks for watching. Jalpan, Ian, Bevington, Red Cap, Jalpino. And thank you, everyone, for watching. I'll be on tomorrow with the Airbus A320. I'll find somewhere new to go, I hope. Looks like we're going somewhere new, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'm a bit more awake. Very tired these days. It's shocking, isn't it? So, folks, I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully at 6 o'clock in the evening Irish UK time. Ciao, ciao.